Okay, the purpose of this video is to demonstrate a problem that we've had with assembling the drawer units in the divan bed called Balestrand. The problem, I believe, is an issue with manufacturing, and there's an error. And the best way I can demonstrate it is to run through the assembly process using the instructions. Now, this panel has been already attached to the facing of the door. And it's important to note that this can only go one way, and the reason for that is that these screw bolts here are offset at about 63mm, and the other side is about 54mm, and it's the same on the other side. So this panel can go only one way. This is the top of the drawer, and the underside here is the bottom. And as you can see, there's two holes here for locating the bottom of the drawer. Now the problem arises when we come to assemble the sides of these drawers, and it's important also to note the illustrations on the instructions. Now these side panels are a mirror image of each other, and they're both identical. What's really important to note is that these holes here, these four holes, have to be in a certain position in relation to this panel here. And they're the four holes where bolts go through to attach to the bottom panel of the drawer. Now, these panels have dowel locating holes, 4 of them, on one side. On the other side, they're not present. Okay? And that's important, and that they go inwards. This panel is identical. Now the instructions tells us to attach the panel with the holes that go across on the upward position, and there is an offset here. Now this is important because this recess here is what houses the bottom of the drawer panel. So if you come around here, Sharon, as you can see, the dowel positions are lined up correctly and the bolts are lined up correctly here. So what we're going to do now is assemble this side. Now another point to note is this is the only orientation for this, because if it's done the other way around it doesn't fit, because the distances between here are different. That's 20mm and that's nearly 34mm. So we'll pop this on now. And pop a few bolts to hold it down. Pop one bolt on. Now, if you come around here, we can see immediately this side. Now you've got to go around that side. As you can see from here, this is an exact identical of this. And straight away you can see there is no offset as in the instructions. This is flush. And the same applies for the other side. If we were to assemble the other side, we would encounter the same problem. As you can see, lines up and it's correct. If we were to try and the other side, come on, we can see here that although the pins may line up here, like so, it can be screwed in. And we'll do that. And what's interesting now is that the panel is in the correct position, but the holes are not. The holes need to be down here, because when it comes to putting the bottom of the unit on, the bottom of the drawer on, there's no holes to bolt through, and that's the problem. These holes have been drilled incorrectly. They should be on this side. And it doesn't matter what you try to do with these, in whatever rotation or orientation, you still have the same problem, in that you cannot correctly attach the bottom of the drawer. And that's the problem. Can you please investigate? IKEA, thank you.